Hello at home. I'm Allison and we are together for some Pilates inspired work today. We are going to use just one yoga block. Don't worry if you're an absolute beginner. My background actually comes from almost 25 years as a personal trainer who has since gotten certified in a million different things. And so therefore I tend to mesh genres just a little bit. This is not a classical class. This is more of an athletic Pilates inspired class. So everyone is welcome of all levels. Let's get right into it. So we're gonna start laying on your back. And we are going to start with just some really basic pelvic tilts. So relax the arms, feet are flat on the ground. Take a big breath in for me. Let it all out. We're gonna do two more like that. Big breath in. Letting whatever from the day wash away, because we are here for about 20 minutes of core work. It's not gonna be easy, but we are here to focus on ourselves. So let's start with those pelvic tilts. You're gonna go ahead and take a breath in, and as you take a breath in, I want you to tilt your pelvis forward or create an arch and more space underneath the low back. And as you let it out, flatten your back, pelvic interior posteriorly, so flatten the back to the ground so there's no space there now. Again, breathe in, forward and out, flatten. And as I flatten, I pull in these low abs like I'm squeezing on some tight jeans or zipping a tight belt. Good, you're gonna do 4 more of those. Thinking about your breathing, because all too often people hold their breath. Beautiful, 1 more. Awesome. Now I want you to find right in between, so our low back is not pressed all the way down, we're not arching, but there's just like a little bit of space. Like I could fit a few fingertips, I can't shove my whole hand under there. That's our neutral spine, and we're gonna try and work with neutral spine today. So from here, I'd like you to bring 1 foot into tabletop, and then the other, and again, we're trying to stay in that neutral spine. From here, we're gonna take our hands to our knees. Our head is gonna stay on the ground, nice long neck. But what we're gonna do is I want you to push your right knee into your right hand. We're gonna hold it for a count of 3. So here we go, press. I'm pressing my hand into my knee, only on the right side. Good, release. We're gonna do that on the left. And we're going for 2, 1. Good, we're gonna keep switching, breathing through it and switch. So really just starting to get engagement of the core, switching again, we're on the right side, and switch. Really press the knee and the hand towards each other, and switch. Press, 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 switch. We've got 3 more per side here, back to the right, and the left. 2 more per side, right, left. Last one, press right, press left, and relax. Go ahead and pull those knees to your chest in case you felt that go into your low back. Draw some circles, switch directions for your circles. Beautiful. All right, let's bring those knees back into tabletop. From here, I want you to flex your feet so your toes are pulling back towards your face, and we're going to lower 1 foot down, bring it back up, and the other, and making sure that when we lift that leg back up, we're actively pulling from those low abs. So we're thinking about pulling in and up. We're not using the hip flexor. Go ahead and give me 6 more on each side. One of the great things about Pilates style classes is we typically don't repeat too much. So if there's something you absolutely hate, don't worry, you won't have to do it again. Good. Breathe. Last one. Awesome. From here, I want you to bring your arms slightly out to the sides. You're gonna keep those knees in tabletop. You're gonna pull those pull those toes towards your chest. And we're gonna start to drop our knees to the side, but I want you to stop before you touch the ground. Using those opposite obliques, pull those legs back to center, and then the other side. Beautiful. Our goal is gonna be 8 per side. That's 2 for me. Where you at? Make sure it's nice, slow, and controlled. You don't want it to be rushed through. We're not using momentum. We're really trying to pull from our abdominals. Good. You may be scooching down your mat a little bit. It's kind of common for this exercise, these windshield wipers. Good. Last one. Beautiful. All right, feel free to set your feet down for just a second. We're gonna do more of a release version of a windshield wiper now. So drop your knees, my yoga block's in the way. Drop your knees to one side, feet are on the ground, and then the other side. Let's do 3 per side. Just giving those hip flexors a little break if you were having trouble engaging the low abs and it felt like it went all into your hip flexors. Good, last one. All right, so we're gonna go back to knees and tabletop, and we're gonna take that yoga block and we're gonna put it between our knees. This time we're gonna bring our arms straight up. If you feel like you need a little bit more support, arms down, you are more than welcome to. But we're gonna put our arms straight up. We're gonna bring those toes back towards our face, so we're flexing our feet, right? And we're gonna go, instead of individual legs, we're now gonna drop both legs. So you gotta squeeze the inner thighs, squeeze the knees together. Don't lose that block, I should say, sorry. And lower. Bring it back up. We've got 12 of these. And you may not be able to go all the way to the ground. You might lose that neutral spine, so only go where you can. If you start feeling it in your low back, you've gone too far. I've got 2 more here. Last one. Good, remove that yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block, you could also use a pillow for that one. All right, we're gonna go into some bridging, all right? So we've started to warm up here. Let's warm up the back side. And we're gonna start with our feet just hip width apart for right now. Bring your heels back towards your glutes, all right? So they're pretty close to your glutes. We're gonna make sure that we are pressing down through our big toe, our pinky toe, and our heel, forming our little tripod there. And we're gonna begin to curl our spine back like we did before, so that pelvic tilt back. And we're gonna begin to peel ourselves up. And then we're gonna roll back down the exact same way. Beautiful. And curl, curl, curl. And back down. We're going for 10 of these. Really thinking about lengthening. I'm really trying to send my knees away from my hips, so I'm really lengthening through the quads. I'm still making sure that every vertebra participates as best you can. Squeezing those glutes, make sure they are active, pressing through the heels. Good, I'm gonna do 2 more because I'm not gonna lie, I lost track, but I feel like that's about right. There's something about Pilates and losing track of counting. I don't know what it is, but it happens in my reformer classes I teach. Like, nobody can keep track. Good. Bringing it down. Awesome. take that yoga block. Hopefully you started to feel those hamstrings working. Take your yoga block and place it under your left foot, okay? So we're gonna go up into our bridge just like we just did, okay? So we're gonna peel up, 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 up. Once I get here, I'm gonna lift my right leg. I'm gonna tap it down, 1, 2, 3, third one, it stays there. We lower back down, okay? You're gonna really feel a lot of work happening in that left side. Let's go for 10 per side. So we curl back up, pressing through both legs, both legs, both legs. Once we get there, tabletop, tap it down, 1, 2, 3, keep it on the ground, lower back down. Beautiful. That's 2 of 10. Keep going and make sure you're not going way faster than me. It's nice and controlled. And lower it down. If you follow me on any of my social media channels, I'm very focused on making movement, fitness, exercise accessible to everyone, and making sure that people don't feel any shame for doing one type of exercise over another type. So if like Pilates is your jam, it's your jam. All movement is good. Do I still believe you need to do some heavier strength training? Absolutely. But there is some research out there saying that you don't have to lift only heavy weights. You can get strength gains by doing body weight and by doing lighter weights as long as it's done properly. And the reality is it's about time under tension. So that's why I say don't speed through these things. Make sure that you do it slow and controlled. And I don't know about you, but literally my hamstring on this left side, like it's alive, right? It's like, it's working. Good, lowering it back down. We got 4 more. It is really working. It is like, hello, Allison, what are you doing to me right now? And this is just our own body weight, right? Good, that little bit of elevation, that single leg just makes it that much harder. Good. Good, last 2 here. We can do it. My left hamstring's not sure if it can do it, but I believe we can do it. Good. Bringing it down, final one. And lowering it down. Beautiful. All right, feel free to kick out that hamstring if you need to. We're gonna switch the block over to the right because of course we have to do both sides. So are you ready? 10 of them on this side. Rolling up. Left into tabletop. Tap it down, 1, 2, 3. Good, lowering it back down. 1 vertebra at a time. This is a Pilates bridge, not a strength training bridge, so we really articulate through the spine. Good job. We're not resting on the ground, right? If you're one of my beginners and you need a little bit more rest, go ahead and take it. But for the most part, I just want you to keep moving through it. It's pretty fluid in terms of the practice. 7 more to go. Good job. Nice, we're halfway there. We got 5 more to go. You might find that your dominant leg feels stronger for longer, like it may not be as challenging on that side. That is totally normal and okay. But don't worry, you'll start feeling it. Good. Beautiful. Give me 3 more. My glutes are really starting to feel it now. Hamstrings and glutes. The main thing is that we do want to make sure our abs are engaged. We are really squeezing those glutes and the hamstrings so it doesn't go into our low back. We definitely don't want it in our low back. Nice. Are you still with me? These are our final 2. Lowering it down nice and controlled. Last one here. Still lengthening that knee away from the hip. Strong. Lowering it down. Oof. How are we feeling? Who knew adding a simple yoga block in there could make life so complicated, right? All right, let's come to a side plank. Coming to some of our final moves here. We're gonna place that block between our knees. We're gonna keep our heels stacked on top of each other, ankles stacked on top of each other, okay? So we're gonna bring our body into a straight side plank position. So we're gonna raise up into that side plank. We're gonna set it down. We're gonna lift up, okay? So you gotta squeeze the block the whole time. So make sure the elbow and the shoulder are lined up. Let's lift up. So lifting really through the side body, lower it down, lift the legs, lift up. I'm not sinking into my shoulder. I'm staying nice and strong through the shoulder, keeping that shoulder away from the ear. That's 4 on our way to 10. It's 8. Good job. Last one on this side. 10. Good. Let's switch to the other side. Again, line up the elbow, line up the knees with the hips, lift, and lift. Good. 2 different lifts, really into the obliques on this side, and then the obliques on the other side. So we're doing 2 different sides of obliques. Beautiful. Last one here for good measure. Beautiful. All right, we're finishing it out strong. We're gonna go to our plank. Now, you can hold this plank. We're gonna do a forearm plank. You can do it from your knees, you can do it from your toes. I'm gonna ask you to hold it for 45 seconds. If you are a beginner and you're like, wow, 45 seconds is a really long time, you're gonna do your best version of. You'll take a break if you need to. You'll come back and join us for as much as you can, okay? So here we go. We're gonna go on our forearms. You're doing it on your knees. You're here. There's no booty in the air. Toes, you're here. Let's go. Join me. The wider your feet are, a little bit easier it is. Narrower your feet are, a little more challenging. You decide. Make sure those elbows are straight underneath the shoulders so you're not pushing back. Everything is lined up. It's 45 seconds of work. You're a freaking rock star for making it all the way to the end. This is literally it. Like after this, we are done. So push yourself, dig deep for 15 more seconds. That's all you have left. I talked you through most of it. So come on, stay with me. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Drop those knees if you haven't. Come on up. Whew. You had 20 minutes to do a little bit of Pilates work. You didn't just do a little bit of Pilates work, you showed up for yourself. You decided that your health, your wellness, your longevity were super important, and you banked 20 minutes for yourself. So, so, so proud of you for showing up. And as always, it has been my honor and my pleasure to be here with you. I hope you feel a little bit stronger, and I can't wait to see you again next time. Stay strong.